Hello, everybody, and thank you for joining me today to talk about the circular economy. What I want to do is cover together a bit about how do we create value. And so looking, as always, for those who know me through other MBL webinars, at environmental sustainability under, of course, the lens of risk management and stakeholder engagement and compliance, but also simply good business, opportunity creation, and what it means for our business models and for operational excellence. So with that, what we're going to cover today. Well, first, I want to cover a bit about the business case, because I don't think it's always clear how big the opportunity is. And though regulation has been focusing on circularity, sometimes I think that's an aspect that has been underexplored. Also, how fast simply the market is moving and how much the industry has adopted practices way beyond regulation. We're going to look at defining the circular economy and how to create value under a circular economy model. We're looking at financial value, and we're going to go into how do we value this? How do we put a number to things? Then I'm going to talk a bit about legal and compliance, primarily focusing on the EU and the UK. And I'll start with the EU first, because a lot of the UK law still reflects EU law in this case. So I think it's important to look at it that way. And then we're going to look, as always, as how do we drive transformation, what it means for the organization, for change management, for incentives, and some of the KPIs you can use to really measure that transition, aligned not just to regulation, but to stakeholder demand, internal and external. So a little word about me. Many of you will know me from other MBL webinar. I'm Lara. I'm very passionate about anything circularity and sustainability, but again, with a business lens, because I think the two cannot be separated. If things don't make business sense, simply they're going to die out at the first crisis. So I really think it's important to bring the two together, and I ground this in my practice as a consultant, my current work at Renewable Energy Association, as well as a number of roles that I have on boards and teaching. So hopefully this will resonate with you, and I'll bring in as well a little bit of the angles that boards bring into things and how as a non-exec you may be wanting to look at this. And with that said, well, let's dive in. So let's talk about sustainability in business, first of all, and why it matters. I always like to start with this. Sustainability is really the ability to meet the needs of the present while ensuring we continue to meet the needs of the future. This comes from the Brundtland Commission. It's not new. It's a concept that started in the 80s, but it's important that we keep that balance, because on occasion the debates have fragmented and it seems to be, well, I have to do either or. And really sustainability is about the ability of doing both and of addressing society's needs and business needs today as much as preserving for the future.